You wake up one morning and realize something strange. You're no longer tired, but you're not really alive either. The exhaustion has faded, but so has the excitement. You've made it through burnout, but you don't feel like you've come back to yourself. You're functioning again, but not thriving. It's as if you survived the storm, yet the sky hasn't cleared. You wonder, how do I start feeling like me again? Burnout recovery isn't just about rest, it's about rediscovery. You can sleep, eat well, take time off, and still feel lost if you haven't reconnected with purpose. After long-term burnout, the challenge isn't regaining energy, it's remembering why that energy matters. You've spent months, maybe years, running on empty, and when the chaos finally stops, the silence can feel confusing. You've healed the symptoms, but now it's time to heal the story, the one that tells you who you are, why you care, and what makes life meaningful again. When burnout strips everything away, your motivation, your spark, your sense of direction, it leaves behind a blank page. That blank page can feel terrifying, but it's also a gift. It's a chance to start fresh, to rewrite your relationship with work, with success, with yourself. Thriving again isn't about going back to the old you, it's about building a new version, one that grows from wisdom instead of weariness. Let's start with this truth. Burnout changes you. It alters how you see yourself and the world. Before burnout, you probably defined success by effort, how hard you worked, how much you achieved, how much you gave. But when your body and mind finally collapse under the weight of that definition, something shifts. You realize you can't live like that anymore. The good news? That realization is your doorway to purpose. The first step to reconnecting with purpose is to accept that your old motivations might no longer serve you. Maybe your drive once came from proving yourself, earning approval, or chasing recognition. Those forces can push you far, but they can also push you past your limits. When you've spent years trying to be enough, burnout forces you to confront the truth that you already are. The purpose you're searching for isn't out there, it's within you, waiting beneath the noise of old expectations. Start by asking different questions. Instead of what should I do next, ask what makes me feel alive. Instead of what will make me successful, ask what feels meaningful. The questions you ask determine the life you build. Burnout often comes from asking the wrong ones, questions rooted in fear instead of purpose. When you shift from proving to living, from pleasing to creating, everything begins to realign. Reconnecting with purpose after burnout also means redefining what purpose actually is. Many people think of it as one big mission, a single calling they have to find and follow. But purpose isn't always loud or grand. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it lives in small, consistent moments, helping someone, learning something new, creating beauty in your corner of the world. Purpose is less about what you do and more about how you show up. It's a way of being that brings life into whatever you touch. You might feel guilty for losing motivation or disconnected from things you used to love. That's normal. When you've been in survival mode for too long, your brain's reward system goes offline. It takes time to feel joy again. Give yourself patience. Don't force passion. Create space for it to return. Purpose isn't found through pressure, it's revealed through presence. Slow down. Listen. Pay attention to what stirs something small inside you, even if it's just curiosity or calm. That's where the rebuilding begins. Another key step in thriving again is learning to trust yourself again. Burnout often leaves you doubting your instincts because you ignored them for so long. You said yes when you wanted to say no. You pushed when your body begged you to pause. You overrode your inner voice in the name of being responsible or strong. Now, part of your healing is rebuilding that relationship, trusting that your intuition matters. That rest doesn't mean failure. That alignment is more powerful than effort. Start with simple self-trust rituals. When you feel tired, stop. When something doesn't feel right, pause. When your body says no, listen. Every time you honor those signals, you strengthen the bond between mind and self. Over time, that trust becomes the foundation for purpose. You no longer chase external validation because your inner compass becomes clear again. The next shift in your journey from burnout to thriving is reconnecting with joy. Not the loud, adrenaline-driven joy of achievement, but the soft, grounding joy of being present. After burnout, joy can feel foreign or even uncomfortable. like you've forgotten how to feel safe in happiness. But joy is essential. It's your body's way of saying, I'm home again. You can start by noticing micro-joys, the warmth of sunlight on your face, the sound of rain, the smell of coffee. These tiny, fleeting moments remind your nervous system that peace exists. When you collect enough of them, you start building emotional resilience from the inside out. Joy is not a distraction from purpose, it's a compass toward it. The more joy you allow, the more clarity you gain. Another vital step in thriving again is finding community. Burnout isolates you. It convinces you that you're the only one who feels this lost, this tired, this disconnected. But you're not alone. Millions of people silently carry the same fatigue. Talking about it doesn't make you weak, it makes you real. Vulnerability creates connection, and connection restores hope. Reach out to people who make you feel grounded, not drained. People who value you for who you are, not what you produce. When you surround yourself with authentic support, you start to mirror that authenticity within yourself. Healing doesn't happen in isolation, it happens in relationship. You also need to rewrite your narrative around productivity. The goal isn't to avoid effort, it's to apply it wisely. Thriving after burnout doesn't mean never working hard again. It means working in alignment with your values. Productivity isn't evil, it's just been hijacked by ego. True productivity isn't about speed, it's about depth. It's doing less, but with presence. It's working from rest instead of depletion. When you align your actions with your truth, effort becomes energizing instead of exhausting. Gratitude can also be a bridge back to purpose, but not forced gratitude, the kind that denies struggle. Real gratitude is honest. It says, this is hard, but I'm still here. It honors small victories. Gratitude helps your mind focus on what's working instead of what's missing. Over time, that rewires your brain from scarcity to sufficiency. You stop seeing your life as something to fix and start seeing it as something to experience. Thriving after long-term burnout isn't about finding one big answer. It's about making small, conscious choices every day that realign you with yourself. It's choosing to care for your mind like you care for others. It's deciding to measure life not by how fast you move, but by how deeply you feel. It's letting peace replace pressure as your default. And here's something powerful. When you reconnect with your purpose, everything around you starts to shift. Work becomes more meaningful. Relationships deepen. Time feels different, slower, softer, more valuable. You stop chasing and start creating. You begin to realize that the version of you who burned out was doing their best with what they knew. And now, you know better. You know that thriving doesn't mean constant progress. It means conscious presence. The truth is, the world doesn't need more people running faster. It needs more people rooted in purpose. People who work, love, and create from wholeness, not exhaustion. People who've been through burnout and returned with wisdom. That's who you're becoming. If you're rebuilding after burnout right now, be patient. There's no timeline for rediscovery. Some days will feel full of energy, others might feel heavy again. That's okay. Healing isn't linear, it's rhythmic. You'll ebb and flow, and that's what makes it real. You're not trying to get back to your old self. That person burned out for a reason. You're growing into a wiser, more grounded self. One who knows that peace and purpose can coexist. Thriving again isn't about escaping the past. It's about integrating it. Using your pain as a compass that points you back toward meaning. Every burnout survivor carries a quiet kind of strength, the ability to rebuild from emptiness. You've faced the darkness of exhaustion and found the courage to stay. That resilience is your new foundation. Purpose grows from it like sunlight breaking through clouds. So take this moment to breathe. You don't need to have everything figured out to move forward. You don't need to rush your recovery. You just need to keep showing up for yourself with honesty and compassion. The more you honor where you are, the faster peace finds you. One day soon, you'll wake up and feel it, the spark returning. Not the frantic fire of ambition, but a calm, steady flame. You'll feel connected again, inspired again, alive again. That's thriving, not because everything is perfect, but because you are finally aligned. Thank you for watching this video on Think Fresh Daily. If this message resonated with you or helped you rediscover a piece of your purpose, please like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and follow our channel for more reflections on healing, balance, and living with peaceful strength in a world that never stops moving.